the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. It'll be a loss of 7 on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Yellow! Are you ladies?
Throwing now is Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcel Darius flies in at 331 pounds for the sack. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed.
And he's going to go down again.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. This is brought in at the 21. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. Fournette, a first down carry. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Charvarius Ward in on the tackle.
Down. 60 or. Rock it.
They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
10-2 saw. Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, wahoo!
50, Mike's 50. I'm coming.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. Open man is Westbrook, complete. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Ready up.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Ready.
A quick throw complete to Chark. And down inside the 15 he goes. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Come on, set. 18, Gator.
Check nickel.
Fournette running out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Go! 70, Indy. Get it.
Throwing on 2nd down. Minshew flushed out right. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
60 outlaw. Watch the run. Watch 61. Match that.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
up. X3, 218, chop, shoot.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. He's to the 10, and all the way down to the 5. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for fourth. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
A 22-yard attempt.
The kick by Lambeau is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So put 3 on the board, but from that far into enemy territory, probably hoping for more.
Yeah, I think they're going to get together on the sideline and talk about it, right? Because you get that far, that deep, you want to come away with a touchdown. They'll take the 3, but they're going to file it away for the future.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Well, with Damian Williams, it's notable that the Chiefs didn't make a play to go after a big-time running back in the offseason. The coaching staff said back in May they didn't want running back by committee. They trusted Williams to be their starter. You remember last year he was forced into the starting role the final 3 games of the season due to attrition, and he really excelled. And then he was excellent in the playoffs against the Colts and Patriots. Strong indicator that he was ready to be the bell cow. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
And it's 3rd down.
Yellow.
47. No check. The mic, boy. 47. Check, 47. Pick me up. Here we go.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league?
And look at this. It's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move. But oftentimes, just a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands, and he's able to pick up the first down.
The tackle by Quincy Williams.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
At the 35-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mahomes, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The former All-Pro Marcel Darius picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
3rd and 15.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
You tighten up.
Hey, 57.
Check back 47. Check back 47.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Well, you hate that for him. He gets so close on the big run, but has him in excellent position.
And I know there's plenty of competitive spirit on the defensive side of the ball, but part of me wonders.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there? Yeah. Maybe that extra, you know, that extra emphasis on it. Got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Ready?
And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Check.
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. The open man is sharp. It's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it. Minshew sets to throw, and that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
And Lambo will put this one through. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. This is taken at the 3. Evades the tackler and now some space. He's at the 40. The 20, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. The kick return touchdown goes for 97 yards. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
And talk about taking words and bringing them to life. At halftime, I will guarantee you in their locker room, they talked about pressing the kicking game because you can get an advantage if you do it right, and they just did.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Flush to his right. Open man is Hill. He's got it. 23 yards, the final tally.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can...
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Sacked by the outside backer, Telvin Smith.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
A good pickup there, a 22. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Mahomes will try again on second down. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Riley Harrison. There he goes, right side. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this run.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Mahomes now to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. There's the first NFL catch for the former Georgia Bulldog, Mecole Hardman. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 61 yards. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will get them one closer. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead.
That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark, 72 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Caught here by Bell. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Williams. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. The corner, Perry Nickerson, had the tackle.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got just pin their ears back and get after him now.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
1st down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play.
Check, 47. Here we go. 57. It's just me and you.
On play action, it's Mahomes. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Telvin Smith in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. Now Mahomes going deep here for Watkins. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. Butker, what a pickup he's been for Kansas City the last 2 years. Remember, he was drafted by Carolina to be the eventual successor to Graham Gano. That didn't pan out. Casey got him as a free agent. He's been really good.
Yeah, Gano said, oh no, I'm keeping my job. But Butker found his home in Kansas City, a franchise record for points scored in his first 2 seasons.
This is taken at the 3. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie from UVA, Juan Thornhill. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go.
And Mahomes is going to go down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Jacksonville. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. There we go.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener. And it's a first down. They'll run with Fournette. And an alley to run. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off the game.
And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 44 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Leonard Fournette with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that will extend this big lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
that is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. That's complete. It's Bell. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Mahomes now on first down, eluding the pressure right. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
On 2nd down, Williams. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Telvin Smith, able to get a hand on it there. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And it is incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Jags take over in terrific field position.
Ready. 70, Indy.
53, Mike, 50.
Hey, Charlie.
Rip left.
You're out. Let go.
Throwing on 1st down is Minshew, escaping the pressure right. He's got the hook up with Conley. That one goes for 30 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 12-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Mahomes going to throw. Flushed out right. They complete it to Hill. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
15.
47's the mic, boy. Scene 6. Check, 47.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You see me? You see me? They can't stop me out here.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Josh Allen giving him once again his third sack of the afternoon. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I remember Coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively. He's going to let it fly. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. This is Fournette. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football, where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for Jacksonville, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be off to Oakland next week for a date with the Raiders. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.